Hey guys, my name is Jabari and I'm here to talk to you about branding yourself in 2020. Should you, should you not? Let's get into it. So, the best time to start branding yourself is yesterday. Yes, you heard me, I said yesterday. Listen, branding yourself in this new digital age is going to be a necessity. What you want to accomplish, and I think what everybody needs to accomplish, is to be able to position themselves in order to have a second source of income now in this day and age, because we need that more than ever. So listen, this is what I and every entrepreneur has done or is starting to do right now. You need to start creating a brand for yourself that creates position and authority. So one of the best ways to get started and probably positioning yourself is going to be maybe something like writing a book. Writing a book can have a very great effect and creating position for yourself and maybe a topic that you specialize in. Now, when you start to brand yourself, you want to go into a certain topic of authority that you know well, that you own this space, basically. So whether it's fitness, health, listen, if you are a fitness and health person, you go to the gym every day, or you used to go to the gym every day before all of this happened. Basically, what you want to do is basically create a health and fitness book, perhaps, or a guide, or maybe some 10 at-home workouts that you could put in, like maybe an ebook, or maybe create a video about it and start positioning yourself that way. This is just a little step as to help start getting people to know you for fitness, because that's what you do. So this is just the first example I could give. The second example I could give could be, hey, you can pick any topic. You can pick acting, for example. If you have a passion for acting, get online, start making videos every single day, just giving tips and tricks, maybe some certain scenes. If you want to be able to act in an emotional scene, how can you bring forth those emotions? What are some tips that you use, basically, to bring forth those feelings? Whether if you're in a very emotional scene, or maybe it's a very serious undertone, you can start creating tips on maybe just to help people that are in the same space that you're in to be better at what they do. Because at the end of the day, we are all basically in a similar space of, I would say, a similar space of passion that we all do every single day. There's a certain category of people that love fitness. There's a certain category of people that love acting. There's a certain category of people that love music. And everybody has these certain passions that we're all in the same space. So we're all chasing after the same thing. So the best tips and tricks you have that can help the next person is all the more grateful for us who are following in the footsteps after you. I think sometimes when we talk about personal branding and delving into a topic of authority that you know and own, people feel that they have to know 100% about that topic. You don't have to be 100% and be perfect at the topic or the passion that you're picking to move into. You do have to be knowledgeable, though. So you don't have to know the ins and outs, but what, in your experience, do you know about this topic that could be helpful to the next person that you don't think everybody knows? This is how you start to carve yourself a niche or a space into a large category that many people are trying to delve into. And everybody will be able to make room for themselves in the space that they choose, because everybody has different experiences. So whatever your passion is, whatever through fitness, how you got maybe the perfect workout body, you want to dive into how'd you get there for yourself, because everybody is different. Maybe your specific workout patterns, your routines, exercises, daily routines, habits, maybe that is helpful or can help the next person that's maybe trying to get the perfect workout body as well. And they just don't know, or they tried and tried other routines and tips and tricks from other people and it hasn't worked, but maybe yours worked. So this is how you can start building yourself a nice little authority inside of a large category. And this is how you start creating a brand for yourself that people will go to you specifically for advice, because you've built a great space of information and knowledge that speaks specifically to them. And that's always very helpful. This is why many of the influencers you see now, this is why you follow them. This is why I follow the influencers that I follow. This is everything when it comes to building a personal brand. Your experiences is your gateway to success. Now, another thing, I think building a personal brand, it doesn't always have to be in front of a camera. Listen, if you're somebody who doesn't want to be in front of a camera, there's other avenues to get your voice out there through audio, through visual, creative content that you can put out on each of these different social media platforms. I've seen very creative content that influencers or people who are diving into the space have put out through the social media platforms like Instagram, whether it be audio from their podcast, taking that audio, then creating a visual content and putting that on the platforms such as Instagram or YouTube. These are certain steps you could take in order to start building a personal brand for yourself. This is also a great way just to give more content out for people who want to know more about you. So basically, once you start to put out content, I don't know about you, but once I see a piece of content that I like, I go to search more of what that person may have, and that gets me fully more invested into that person's, you could say their brand. So that's the perfect word for this. It actually gets me more invested into their brand, the more content that I see. And then if they were to perhaps sell me a product, I would go to them versus the other people in the market, because I know this influencer. I see hundreds and pieces of content that lets me know that this person could give the best advice for me specifically. So basically, this is what you want to do when you're marketing and building a brand. You want to target to a certain category of people. Not everybody is going to speak to the same group of people. Maybe there's only people you could reach with your personality, with your information, with your experience. There are certain people you could get to connect with you. So I would say building upon that, creating more content for the people who want to follow you more is a great first step to when you do want to perhaps create something that's a paid content, or something that's maybe like a product, a book you may want to sell to give more information out to people. This is a great way to start building up something that will have people more invested into you, your brand, and to what you could bring to the table to help them as well. Now, if you watched up to this far, I want to thank you for watching. This is my first YouTube video. There will be more videos to come, so I really appreciate those of you who take the time. Still getting better at this, and this is going to be my journey. I hope you all come along for the ride. And thank you. Subscribe, hit the notifications, and then I'll see you guys in the next video.